I was stuck in Jordan for days because Israel wasn't letting Palestinians who were traveling abroad back into Palestine. As a Palestinian, I can't even travel through an airport in Palestine because Israel never allowed us to have one. It destroyed Gaza's airport in 2001 and blocked a Palestinian airport from operating on land in the village of Qalandia. So we have to make the long trip by car from Jordan. Israel controls where we can live, how we travel, and even if we can leave at all. It controls our borders by land, sea, and air. Jordan is my only gateway to the world. But to get there, I have to travel via the King Hussein Bridge, passing through Palestinian, Israeli, and Jordanian checkpoints, all of which are ultimately controlled by Israel. Israel determines the border hours, how many buses are allowed to pass, and even who is permitted to travel. The borders close to Palestinians at 4 p.m. and shuts down completely on Saturdays. Israel forces Palestinians to wait for hours, undergo intense interrogation, and sometimes even strip searches. No one is spared, not children, not the elderly. Israeli soldiers humiliate us at these crossings and often send back Palestinians without explanation. This is why thousands of Palestinians line up in the middle of the night to secure a spot in the line to cross the border. The Jordanian side is only about 2.5 miles away, but the wait can take hours or even days. I waited in Jordan for days until Israel finally gave Palestinians permission to travel back to our homes. Once I got to the entry point, I had to wait for 6 more hours until Israel let me into Palestine. But my journey wasn't over. As I drove home, I had to pass through countless Israeli military checkpoints to reach my house safely. Because Israel prevents so many Palestinians from traveling, family members can go years, sometimes even decades, without seeing each other. It is unacceptable that Israel can arbitrarily decide whether Palestinians are free to travel, cutting us off from the outside world. Every Palestinian has the right to move freely and live with dignity in their own homeland.